The Mad Bloods coming from your music soon. Just Mad Blood.
Dre eats the Carolina Reaper. Watching so many movies, he turns into the Jeeper Reaper.
Yeah,
Monster Kid from the start.
from the
But he ain't
start.
got brains, but he got heart.
But he got heart.
I am Udo, protector of the multi-gigaverse. Bucky and Doc must leave now. But before they leave, this is just another glimpse of what may be somewhere in the somewhere.
Good evening, Bucky.
Good evening.
We'd like to welcome you to the Twilight Gallery.
Twilight Gallery.
My name is Dor Dredling.
He's the host.
I'm the curator here at the Twilight Gallery.
I'm the assistant.
Amongst us, you'll see many works of art.
Daddy.
Take this one, for example.
Yes.
That's art.
Art.
The one right behind Bucky. That's art, too.
Art 2. Where's Art 3?
I don't know where art 3 is. Come, join us. We're so glad you could join us.
You need to quit that habit.
We're so glad that you could join us here in the Twilight Gallery.
Twilight Gallery.
I'd like to draw your attention now to a piece of art over here.
Over there.
It's called The Chauffeur,
Chauffeur.
which brings us to a story.
Hey,
Hey,
did you hear about the magician who made an entire art gallery disappear?
the magician that made an entire art gallery disappear?
Yes. Did you hear it?
No.
Did they hear?
Patrons,
Patrons?
did you hear about the magician that
Did
made
you?
the entire art gallery disappear?
Disappear. How about that? Morty can make an entire meal disappear, but not an art gallery.
No, why don't you tell us and tell the patrons
Patrons,
about
are you ready for this?
About the magician.
Are you ready for this? Now, museum. Now you don't.
Now museum. Now you don't.
Now museum. Now you don't. Wasn't that great?
That was okay. It was very entertaining.
Entertaining.
And if you enjoy the arts, perhaps you could donate money to the Twilight Gallery.
Twilight Gallery. Yeah,
But let's go back to our painting, The Chauffeur.
the chauffeur.
Every picture is worth 1,000 words.
At least.
And this picture was painted,
Or it could be $1,000.
could be worth $1,000. But it was painted for the movie Burnt Offerings.
Hey,
Hey,
did you hear about the thief who pulled out his gun at the art gallery manager? And you know what he said?
what did the thief say to the manager of the art gallery?
He said, "This is a robbery. Give me all your Monet." Ah!
Give me all your Monet.
Give me all your Monet. Oh, that was so funny. I got 1 million of them.
I'm sure you do. Can we get on with this painting?
Yes, baby.
The movie was Burnt Offerings. 1976.
76.
The Bicentennial.
76. Bicentennial.
Yeah, it was rated PG.
PG. Perfect. Gummies. President? No. President Garfield. PG.
Parental Guidance.
Oh! Parental guidance.
Let's talk about the movie.
Okay.
The Roth family wants to get away from this city for the summer.
For the summer.
So they got a summer rental.
Summer rental.
It only cost $900 for the entire summer.
$900 for the entire summer. Can you beat that?
Wow. Ben
Can't
Roth.
even get a week at the beach for $900.
Well, this is back in 76.
Still.
Ben Roth, the father,
Yes.
he thought there was some catch.
He was played by Oliver Reed.
He was played by Oliver Reed, and you may recognize him from any number of movies. Gladiator,
Handsome guy.
Oliver,
Had an accent.
Curse of the Werewolf.
Yes.
Yes. Left us way too soon at the age of 61.
That's sad.
That is sad. Anyhow, his character, Ben, thought there was some sort of catch to this.
Yes.
And there was a catch.
There was a catch.
You had to take care of the ailing,
Mother.
elderly mother,
Yes.
the recluse who lived in the upper floor of the house.
Yes. She was like 82 or something and acting like she was 60 or something.
All you had to do was feed her once a day.
No. 3 times a
3
day.
times a day.
Not once.
Well, the house was beautiful
It was gorgeous.
on the inside.
That beautiful land. Oh, lots of property.
Wow. Marion, the wife, said she
Yes.
would take responsibility for taking care of the old lady upstairs.
The old bag. I mean, the old lady.
And
And Marion was played by...
Marion was played by Karen Black. And you may recognize her
Yes.
from... She is like a horror movie scream queen.
She is.
You will recognize her from Trilogy of Terror.
That was a good one. I love that. I love that movie. I love that movie, patrons.
Amongst other movies.
Yes.
Yes, and their son was along for the ride, and he was played by Lee Montgomery.
He played David.
You'll recognize him from the movie Ben.
Ben.
And
Do, 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 do. That's such a sad movie.
you'll also recognize in this movie Betty Davis.
Betty Davis.
And she plays Aunt Elizabeth.
Aunt Elizabeth. I love Betty Davis.
Betty Davis is an interesting character.
She is.
Okay, the movie was directed by Dan Curtis. And
I love
the ending of this
I
screenplay
love the Dark Shadows that he directed.
written by Dan Curtis also.
Yes.
He was involved in the screenplay. Dan Curtis was all over television in the 70s, from
Yes.
Melvin Purgis, G-Man, to Dark Shadows and the Night Strangler.
I love Dark Shadows.
The Roth family rents the house for the summer. And then,
And then,
Bucky?
and then,
And then everything goes horribly wrong. That's right, everything goes horribly wrong.
oh no!
Accidents start happening.
Yes!
Ben starts abusing the child.
He does! He tried to kill him! Trying to kill him, patrons.
Elizabeth has some health issues.
She did.
The mysterious woman in the attic is never seen.
Never seen.
Every time something bad happens, the house looks a little better.
Yes!
And surprise ending.
Surprise!
So, excuse me. Horrible habit. So, Bucky, assistant curator.
Yes.
How many?
This is a smoking machine. It is used to test the nicotine and tar content of various brands of cigarettes. This is a smoking machine too, although he probably doesn't realize it. His lungs are also collecting tars and nicotine. One thing about this machine, it will never get heart disease or cancer from smoking. Can this machine make the same claim?
For information, ask your heart association.
So tell me,
Yes.
Bucky,
Yes. Not another one. Every time I turn around, you got another one.
it's a terrible habit.
Ugh.
So tell me, how many skulls would you rate the movie Burnt Offerings?
I would rate it the highest ever, and then give it a plus. I loved it, and I loved Betty Davis,
4 out of 4 plus plus.
and I loved Oliver Reed. They were so great together,
You know, I'm agreeing with my assistant curator here.
and I was scared.
Mr.
I
Bucky?
actually was scared a couple
Uh,
times. Patrons, I was scared a couple times.
There was a very creepy addition to the movie that did not appear in the book being the source material for this.
Yes.
The book also called Burnt Offerings. But there was something that happened in the life of Dan Curtis. When his mother passed away, the hearse driver, he noticed, was laughing as he was talking to somebody. And it really disturbed him.
Well, that's the reason why he does all this creepy stuff.
So the smiling
Ah,
chauffeur
yes.
is in reference to an actual story.
Yes, and that smiling chauffeur is in this movie.
So there you have it, patrons. And we bid you a fond farewell as you exit
Wow.
the Twilight Gallery. Make sure you exit through the gift shop on
The
your
gift
left.
shop, where you can pick
Where you
up
can pick up
some
postcards.
souvenirs.
Postcards.
Souvenirs.
Yes, prints,
Prints.
and other
souvenirs.
ways to help
Yes.
fund the arts.
Fund the arts. Fund the arts.
Remember, patrons, as always, support your local artist.
Artists. I'm gonna run. Ah!
Have a good evening.
And keep it joyous.
Bucky,
I'm feeling it. Yes.
what's that over there?
I don't know. What is that?
That looks like Hugo.
It does. It does, but different.
He's talking.
What's he saying?
I am Hugo, protector of the multi-gigaverse. You do not belong here.
We don't belong here.
We don't belong here. Well, we kind of knew we don't belong here, but we really don't belong here.
Can you tell us how to find the rat bits?
My friends, the rabbits, I love them, and I know they need me.
Well, you know what? Maybe, Bucky,
Yes.
tell him your favorite joke.
Tell him my favorite joke.
Yeah.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Good.
Gorilla.
Gorilla who?
You ready for this? Gorilla me a cheese sandwich. Ah, ha, ha. That's my favorite joke. That's my favorite joke.
I know what's your
ever.
favorite joke.
Ha ha ha.
Hugo, who knows all, sees all, and is protector of the multi-gigaverse, can you now tell us where to find the rap bits?
Please, please.
The rabbits, they are on SETI Alpha 5 in the M78 Nebula.
Thank you.
Yes! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
As soon as we find them, we're going back to the back home.
We's going back home to my Morty.
Okay.
And my library and my friends.
Thank you, Hugo.
Thank you, Hugo. We love you.
You go this way, you go that way. You go to SETI Alpha 5.
That was so nice of him.
Let's go. Alpha Ceti 5
He liked my joke.
and the M78 Nebula,
Yes.
where they were banished by the evil Dared Road.
He's so mean.
Let's go save them.
Let's go save them.
Ready? Students, welcome back to Dr. Dredd's Scary School. And I figured we'd do some songs today. Start off a little easy. Are you ready? Here we go. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. You know, might give you the wrong impression of spiders. Let's try a different song. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, sing it with me. And on that farm he had some pigs, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink. No. Too graphic for the younger viewers. I know one. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Yeah. Let's try something else.